So obviously the easiest way to do this is knee on belly looks like this. You have a hold of the guy's collar, you have his arm up, this is in his belly, right? Ideally this foot here shouldn't be on the ground, but whatever, the pressure's here. Look what he's already doing, this is the next one. And the easiest one to do from here is you just put the leg over the face, you fall back, and there's the arm lock, right? Here, let's do this. So you're here, you know what I mean? You're passing the guy's guard, you're in his belly, you put here and here. And look, I'm pulling up on the guy, and I'm putting pressure down here. Right? So maybe he sees it coming, maybe he doesn't. This foot can move around as required. And then here, fall back, and I'm still holding his collar. I'm still holding this. My knees together, my heel hooks in, and then here, arm lock. Okay? Sometimes that one's so easy to get because as you're passing the guy's guard, he turns that way, and he sticks that arm up. Like, don't, no sir. You know what I mean? And then, oh, look at that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's right there. So sometimes they give it to you, sometimes you put it on them, but that's one of three. I'm doing this to him, and you can see he's already doing this. No one enjoys having, no one ever says, hey, please put your knee on my belly. You know what I mean? At least they have a severe mental illness, you know what I mean? Nobody likes this. And so when you're doing this, maybe this happens, right? Because I'm putting pressure on. But if I'm doing this, if I have my foot, it's not as I was saying to you, it's not called foot on ground. If the ball of my foot's on the ground and I'm just doing this, maybe he doesn't do this. Maybe he does other stuff. You know what I mean? Right? But I'm doing this. My foot's not on the ground, my knee's in his belly, and look what he's doing. And I'm doing this. You see what I mean? And maybe, if he's turning this way, that's this arm I'm attacking. But maybe he's doing an excellent job of retracting this and pushing here. Now he's giving me this. Right? So now I'm not going to attack this arm. I'm going to attack that one. How do I do it? Right? I do this. I pull in more on his side. You know, I often compare this to the Conan movie. You know, come to me, my child. No false to do. Yeah. You can also wash in your face or who's the man. I'm the man. Right? So you do this. And look, he's way up in his side. He's not in his back. This is not the time to do it. You pull him way up here. And then look, you step over his head, you turn, and then you sit down. And then, you know, here we are. Okay? I'm sure if you search YouTube for 2 seconds, you're going to see a guy say, from here, this hand's already in, you take this hand, and you put the thumb in, or maybe it's the fingers, he's showing it some weird way, and then you can just either choke the guy. If you do this, with the knee still on the belly, he's just going to grab your shoulder, and he's going to tumble you that way. See what I mean? Oh! And then they're like, okay, but from here you can still finish. No, whatever. You got it. Don't do that one. You see what I mean? Like, oh, okay, but what if? Okay, so if you leave the belt on, that's garbage, so what if you take it off? I'm doing this, and now you don't want to get rolled that way, so you take your knee off the belt. What's going to happen now? This thing could be totally armbar time. Put your knee in. Yeah, see? Oh, geez, caught by a blue belt. Can't believe it. You see what I mean? So, like, that does not get the Jeff stamp approval. So this one doesn't start with passing the guard. This one starts with side control. You're here, and his hand's behind his head. You open this. You see what I mean? Just you open it a little bit. I'll show you why. Then you retract the hand. You go up the knee on belly, and your 4 fingers go in. You know, like a baseball bat grip. Although I guess the baseball bats together. Here, right? And now what do? This knee comes off his belly. You put your head over here. You're here. Now there's 2 ways to finish. One is down, the other is up. I like down. That is crazy high percentage. Now, technically, if you're making a book of jiu-jitsu, what chapter does this go in? The side control chapter or the knee on belly chapter? It starts side control. You open his kimono, you retract the hand, you open knee on belly, you insert the fingers, 4 fingers, right? Baseball bat grip. Right? And now from here, you block beside his hip with your hand. Why do you do this? Because if you don't block his hip, he'll just turn. See, he'll turn. And then, right? So, here we are. Right? Don't do this, because then you can maybe caught in the buggy choke or whatever it's called. You know? Here, retract. Here, up. 4 fingers in. Head beside hip. Down. That's crazy high percentage. Crazy high. If you want to do even sneakier, from here, don't open his kimono. Maybe his kimono's already open. Just pass this to your hand, which he might not even notice. And that's the same thing. Oh, this one was too touched. See? Same trick, baseball bat trick. Okay?